that. I'm not rock climbing with that. Alright, leave me out of breath after the cool down. That was a good one. Got my recovery drink mix here. Yeah, I forgot what I was gonna say. I was gonna say something to the camera. I'm just too tired. So we're running with these guys from Thailand.
Hello.
Hello. Yeah. But yeah, I've learned a new word. It's Muham Gadin.
Yeah.
Not as rattlesnake. And yeah, so that's kind of cool. Learned a new word. But hey guys, welcome back. So I just really quickly wanted to start doing this thing where I essentially shoot a video weekly at the end of the week. So I kind of end my running week on Sunday. And I want to kind of just go over my build up to New York and what I did this week and kind of like what the goal was, the plan was, even though there's not a whole lot of planning involved yet, but I'm getting organized. I'm getting organized with these videos and everything as well. So I've been wanting to do this for a couple weeks. So I'm actually going to go over a couple weeks for this first week, and then after that, it's going to be weekly. I'm actually going to stay on top of it. So, yeah, I mean, just kind of my build for New York, and I'm going to try to grab footage of like workouts, stuff like that, as I'm building for New York. And if you guys don't know, I'm trying to go sub 220 in all the world majors. New York is my first one. So this one I'm taking pretty seriously, and it's actually one of the harder ones from what I hear, I hear New York and Boston. Boston's probably the hardest. A lot of people, I don't know, some people say New York's harder. Who knows? Leave a comment below if, on your opinion, what is the hardest major if you guys have done the majors. Because I haven't done any of them. I don't know. I can look at the elevation profiles. It doesn't tell me much. I mean, there's a lot of other factors that go into it. So I'll leave a comment below. Tell me what you guys think the hardest world major is. And yeah, that's enough of that. Let's get into the details, kind of what I've been doing the last, let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4 weeks. We got a whole month here for you guys. But yeah, I mean, if you don't know, I've been dealing with a lot of Achilles problems. So that's kind of like, if you look back, like week 5 and 6. So I'll pull up my screen pretty soon here. I mean, I think I did 6 miles. I think it was like a hike or something in July. We went out like camping that week, and I think we went on a hike. So that was going to be, let's see, that's July 1st through the 7th. So kind of like July 4th area. So that's kind of when I was like, oh, I can't keep doing this. Like before that, I was holding pretty consistently like 70-ish, 60 to 70 miles a week pretty easily. And I was kind of just pushing through this Achilles thing and this calf issue, and it just wasn't getting better, so I took some time off. Since then, though, I have learned a lot about Achilles things, and I probably make a video all on just the Achilles stuff by itself, just to kind of help you guys out if you guys also have this issue. My theory is that it's a lot of like the issue with the Achilles, and I feel like a lot of people recently who've been getting a lot of Achilles issues. One, strength. For me, yes, I think it was a strength thing, and even I was putting a lot of stress on it because my calves were super tight. That's why my other calf was injured, essentially because it was too tight. Is kind of my opinion. But then also the shoes. The shoes are super soft now. Like all the foams out there. Like I'm having a hard time finding shoes that are more dense foam. We'll go into that later. my workout today, I've kind of affirmed my theory, I think. So I took a risk today, and I think an educated risk. And I think it makes sense. So let me actually just pull up my screen quick so you guys just aren't looking at nothing over here. Let me see if I can get myself in this corner. Cool. Yeah, so I'm actually on the bottom here. Yeah, maybe on the top because I think there's a little subscribe thing on the bottom of YouTube. Okay, so kind of diving in. I'm going to breeze through a lot of this stuff. I just kind of need to jog my memory, especially since I'm now a month old. So I got the new Nike Pegs. Wow, that was a month ago. I got to do a review on that. There's a review coming on the Nike Peg trails, all terrain. But yeah, I mean, I got those guys, so I was trying those guys out, and you can see I've started to bike once a week too. So, I think the week before this, I was actually starting to bike. Actually, I think I biked quite a bit that week or something. I don't remember. So I started off kind of like mellow, like 13.79, and now I'm going a little bit longer. And then we got another one right here. So we got another 19.43. So I had 2 days in a row of biking in this first week. This is starting in July 15th. Okay, so I think it goes to the 21st. So July 15th to the 21st. Really just trying to get used to the bike, honestly, because it is. I just haven't rode a bike for a long time. I mean, in high school, I grew up. I mean, that was like my primary sport before running was actually road cycling. So. Doing a lot of that, and then running with Ashton, really just kind of testing it. See, it says controlled run to test out the Achilles. It is tender without sharp pain. So now I'm like, ooh, maybe I can get this to figure this out. So I was really trying to figure some things out. I saw a PT at some point, but not yet. And then I tried out the Sense Ride in this July 18th run right here. So I tried out the Sense Ride. The Solomon rep came by for a run club in the Golden Runners Roost store, and the one that my wife manages, and I tried it out. So we saw a rattlesnake. That was pretty cool. Matumbi, something. Mahading. That is what they call it in Thailand, I guess. So ran into those guys. They came to the run club. That was really cool. It was good to. It was hard to understand them sometimes, but good to kind of see them and learn what a rattlesnake is in their native tongue. So, had some stomach issues the next day. Achilles felt better. So PT today. So this is right before my PT appointment with Katie, who I'm actually going to have a video being released on pretty soon here, kind of going over what she did in the PT appointment. And I asked her a lot of questions, and great PT, carbs. Oh shoot! Stay tuned for the video. I'll probably link it after the fact. Something about carbs. PT. I don't remember, carbs performance or something. Like she does PT and like coaching and stuff like that. So then I went on I think I gave myself 1 day. Oh, I didn't even give myself. Let's see. Joey, I didn't even give myself 1 day really of rest. I mean, I kind of just went right back into it after I got dry needling done and everything like that. So actually, I hit the bike this day. Went up this old climb I used to do all the time. So I used to live on top of Conifer Mountain here. So you see Conifer over here, Conifer Mountain right here. I used to live on top of that, and I rode my bike up there. So I'm very slow compared to what I used to be, actually, because and I was just like wrecked. I mean, I went to a concert the night before, stayed up late, so wasn't myself up for success. But I also did a run that day too. So I went bike, and then I went straight out for a run. Tried out the Nike Peg Trail. Really did test them out quite a bit on this run. I'll have a couple clips. Probably as like B-roll, kind of going over the Nike Peg real quick. Either than before or after. I don't know how I'm going to set these videos up yet, so. Okay, just finished my run. Stretching. I need to stretch more after my runs. I've been lacking time to do so, so making an intention of it now, making time for it, is going to be key. I have to make a lot more time, so I have to give some things probably. So, but yeah, good run today. Achilles just maybe just a touch sore now. Started getting a little bit sore right towards the end of 7 miles, but yeah, well, not overly bad. And good thing I stopped right about 7. So, hopefully I can start increasing mileage. It may have already played and may be coming. And then starting to feel normal again. Hopefully I will build here. saw Garrett and a few others. So I just saw some guys I know in the area and kind of just jumped into the run. Actually ended up dropping the pace down pretty low in this run. That's how I actually caught up to them. So I was cruising, and I was like, maybe I should roll with these guys. And then I actually ended up talking about Achilles stuff with one of the runners there. Nice and easy with Steven, just this guy I know, goes to my church. So we went running and then went out to a brewery where I found this really cool app, which I'm not going to go into right now. But it basically buy one, get one, and it's like $20 per year. So it's Craft Tapped there, if you guys wanted to know. So this is like saying it's 73.3 miles, but I think it's close to like 50. I'm going to pull up my phone here because it counts my cycling miles. So I'm going to go over 54 miles that week for running. So that's within 6 days, because now I'm starting to do 1 day completely off of running and cycling. So I actually have some video of this right here, this run right here, but let me go down really quick and then I'll go over. I'm talking here, getting out there. This one felt great. So I think my Achilles is starting to feel good on some of the runs or some of the bikes. This is a run. But yeah, this is like something I posted on Strava here. I don't know if it's even coming through. No, it's not coming through. But I don't know. It's irrelevant. You guys can catch that on Strava. Just follow me on Strava if you want to see these videos. This one I did hit the bike, because you can see I'm in my biking jersey right there, my cycling jersey. So just kind of getting out there again, getting another 20 in. Took me about an hour. I think I did really good in this one. I think I got like it was averaging over 20 miles per hour or something. This one I also ran into Alec Baldwin, who's a guy I used to run against in college, and I actually ran against him quite a bit post-collegiately. He's looking pretty fit right now. I stumbled into him again, and I came up on him again and started running with him. I was like, he's not going. He was going slightly slower than me, so I was like, I'm just going to run with him. You can see our paces are very similar there, and I just ran with him the rest of the time. I'm really trying to find the balance right there. I mean, still trying to figure that out. Taking it nice and easy. I figured I'd need an easier day after that, especially with my Achilles. And then I've tried the new Speed Goats, which I also need to make a review on. I've got an unpopular opinion on the new Speed Goats, so stay tuned for that unpopular opinion on the new Speed Goats. I think a lot of people are giving it a bad review, but there's some things I like about it. There's maybe some trade-offs where I can see where you get a bad review from this shoe. These are some things that it's more of kind of your foot shape deal. So again, I'll make a review on that. That'll be coming down the pipeline pretty soon here. I'm hoping within the next weekish or so. I want to do that and the Nike and maybe a couple of the shoes while I'm at it. So I'll probably be rapid firing a lot of videos just because I'm so far behind now. And I've kind of got the system where I can start making more videos. Okay, we'll jump back in. And I want to make this video super long. All right, so yeah, tried the new Speed Goat around my house area. Warm up tempo for about 4-ish miles. 6 flat pace, broke my old record. So, I mean, this is kind of like an impromptu run around Flying J, and there's some storms moving in too. So I actually ended up cruising on this one. Again, I was like, so the overall run, this is not I had kind of a warm up and a cool down, right? So about 6 flat pace for 4-ish miles is kind of what I did. So and this loop right here is about 3 miles, and there's a course record for it, which I keep breaking my course record for it. Like almost like every time I run, I feel like. So that was kind of cool. I mean, it's kind of fun. It's gonna be hard to break now. I mean, I'm starting to get it down there, but it shows that I have some sort of fitness, right? So that's kind of like the thing, right? And then this run right here, I've actually got a lot of video footage from. I don't know, I want to splice that in. I'll get better at this as we go, but it could be in right now. Hey guys, welcome to my long-ish run. It's only 11 miles, maybe 10, I don't know. Still trying to come back from Achilles stuff and calf stuff. But basically, I wanted to make a video once a week, kind of going over my build to New York and hopefully getting better, honestly. So yeah, I mean, I'll be doing this once a week. Probably gonna release it on Mondays. I'll probably film it on Sundays. Kind of just recapping my whole, cause it's kind of in my week on Sunday. Kind of when I do like, sometimes I'll do long runs. Sometimes I do them on Saturdays and whatnot. So yeah, I mean, this is video 1. Hopefully start doing some more workouts. I did one workout already this week. That was over at Flying J at a trail near me. I kind of just like up tempo and just like bombed downhills a little bit. Had some fun, but it was like only total like 3.5, maybe 4 miles total where I was actually doing the workout. The other like 3.5 or whatever were just basically warm up and cool down. So yeah, I mean, set a course record there, so that was pretty cool. Because the course record was mine, I'm pretty sure, before. But yeah, I mean, it was the first time I've gone under, it was like a 3-mile loop around this trail. It's the first time I've done under 6 minutes. It's like at 8,000 feet too, so I was like 5:59 exactly. Today, I'm on this road called Foxton. It's where Conifer does their tempo runs. I used to ride my bike down here all the time. But it's like somewhat flat. It's like a gradual uphill on the way out, on the way back to a gradual downhill with like, right now I have a tailwind. So yeah, it's an interesting place to run. It's like as flat as it gets up here though, up in the mountains here in Colorado. So yeah, I mean, it's great, great place to really just drop the pace if you want to. I was looking for like somewhere a little bit flatter, as flat as it gets, unless I want to go downtown to Denver. So that takes a while. And I go down there for work every day anyway, so why? So yeah, so we're doing today. Built this week, did about 55 miles this week, and let's see, 55 miles a week. One of those days being on the bike. So pretty good mileage this week. Maybe need to be a little careful that I don't push it too much, but getting a little worse than New York coming up so fast. Could have already been in. So yeah, this is Foxton. So let me talk a little bit about Foxton, then we'll kind of move on. So Foxton is actually, today I actually did my workout on Foxton as well. So it's like the flattest road you can find where I live. So where I live, there is not a whole lot of flat roads. It's all like uphill or downhill. I live in the mountains. Some people call it the foothills, but you know, I'm living at 9,000 feet right now. So, and most of the areas I'm running at are like 8,000 or plus feet. So, up here at least. So Foxton is kind of like that. It runs right next to the river. So it is a slight, like going out from where I normally start, it's a slight uphill, and then coming back, it's a slight downhill. So my workout, again, I'll talk about that, or I've already talked about it. So yeah, that is Foxton for you. The Conifer program does it all the time. Conifer High School track and field and cross country. Distance runners do it all the time. We didn't do it when I was going there though. So, which is interesting enough. We did a lot around Flying J, which is that one I had that loop, that course record on. So we did a lot more around there. Now they do a lot less around there. They got into Foxton, which is like, yeah, again, as flat as they can get without hitting the track. So if they hit the track, they're going more flat. Okay, let's move on to this following week here. So let me cut over. All right, so for this week, it actually says I only got 47 miles in. So I actually took a slight drop from my 54 the week before to 47. I feel like I did a lot more trail running, so that's probably the reason why I was okay being a little bit lower in mileage. So when I mean, it's a little more stressful in the Achilles. I would probably, I don't know, it doesn't make too much difference. Some days I feel like it affects the Achilles more than the others. Who knows? My bike ride was a little bit longer, so about 10 miles longer than I was doing before. So I went into Chatfield, went around Chatfield Lake, all in that state park area right there. Oh, and I started doing more workouts. So that's another reason why I was dropping my mileage down. So now I'm doing some nice workouts. Like this is my first, I would say, real workout. So it was like 3 miles up, 5 by 3 minutes on, 2 minutes steady, 2 minutes on, 2 minutes steady. So there's not really any rest. As you can see, my average pace with the warm up and the cool down is 6:19 per mile. So like, I mean, supposed to be going out. My coach assigned it 5:45. He's kind of just been playing it by ear and giving me workouts as we go. Sometimes I text him the day before. I'm like, hey, what's my workout for tomorrow? Just because we are kind of watching the Achilles. So the Achilles was good enough to do this. I did this. Did in my trainers, my adrenalines to protect the Achilles. And yeah, I mean, it was around this little park and I just did loops around it. It's not a track, but you know, so. Already thinking about the next workout for July 31st. I'm a little scared of re-injuring my Achilles, but YOLO. Exercises to follow. So I've been doing a lot more Achilles exercises. Again, I can go into them, but you want to load that Achilles. So from my understanding, I'm no PT or doctor or anything, but from my understanding, what I've had experience with and what's been working for me is loading it. So I wouldn't say it was getting better until recently, but I had to load it for all of these weeks we're talking about. I've been loading the Achilles and like doing a lot of like on a step, I'll do like really slow down. And then I used to go fast up, but now I'm actually doing really slow down, really slow up, same speed. So about 3 seconds down, 3 seconds up. Sometimes I'll do 6 seconds down, 3 seconds up, something like that. So just on one foot. And when I first started, I was just doing the eccentric part, which is the lengthening part. So that means I was just dropping my heel down, and then I'll use my other leg to help myself back up on my foot. So yeah, that's kind of like, again, I can make a whole video on that. So I'll do that maybe another time. Then I went back to Run Club and I actually tried out the new gravel shoe that Salomon has out. I always forget the name of it. It's literally on my computer back there. And I just transferred over all the footage from it. So I'll be making a video on that gravel shoe, which it's brand new. So it's basically an all-terrain shoe, but Salomon calls it a gravel shoe. So I'll go into that in more depth. I tried it on some trails. So up here, this is like a very steep trail right here. And then back here, this is like all like concrete-esque. So yeah, I ran with this guy. He's a Division II collegiate runner. I forget where he goes, though. And then another guy named Michael, who's another PT. So I've been asking him questions about loading it, and what he's been saying, and it means I need more work. Is after I've talked to him quite a bit, and then we got it back into another workout, which is 8 by 3 minutes on, 130 jog, 2-ish down. So it wasn't a really hard workout, but I made it pretty hard because I made it. I thought this road was flat, so I started on this road. I started going down, and yeah, I mean, I hit this like creek and I was like, oh yeah, this is totally gonna be flat. He's just following this river. And then it veers off from the river and it's like so steep. It's like up, down, and then we drop down next to the creek again. And then and then I flipped around like that. That was a horrible idea. So it was a hilly fartlek instead of like, look at this elevation gain here, over 10 miles, 1,211. It's not the most insane elevation gain, but when I'm trying to do a fartlek workout, that's a good amount of elevation. So yeah, exploring new trails. So this was a good amount of about the same amount of elevation gain again, but I was taking it a lot easier this time. Hour 18 for 10:35, or this is hour 10. And I mean, I probably pushed it a little too much. Kind of want to get this course record here. So yeah, I mean, now let's finally get into the current week. So actually, I went for mileage. So I'm almost at 60 miles this week. I know this one off the top of my head because I'm in the week. So I'm at 59 miles after this week. So I ended up doing 3 workouts kind of by accident. And I'll go over each of them real quick. And again, another bike ride. Only 16 miles because it was getting real late. I mean, we had some storms come in, so I couldn't really do the bike. But yeah. So another bike ride, pretty hilly in this one. And then, let's see, 3 miles. What was this? Oh, this is a warm-up here. Then I have a workout. So 8 by 1K with 130 rest. Right about 520-ish. It was not great. It was really hot in trainers. My quads are wrecked from the bike ride. I probably should figure out my bike rides a little bit better so they're not right before workouts. And let's keep going. My cool down. Just another found some new trails, set some course records on. There's only one other person in that course record. And then this is kind of like a progression run I did, kind of unintentionally. This giant lightning thunderstorm came in, so I was up tempo. I was like, oh, this is an up tempo run, and I was dropping down. I think by the end, pretty much to like 520s, 530, 520s. And this is all a kickback, and there's like lightning right over my head and everything, and there's just pouring rain. Yeah, I was like, I'm done with this. It was almost 12 miles. I was not going to finish that 12 miles out in the lightning and rain. Average pace of 6:26. But yeah, I was even lower than that, I'm pretty sure, than 5:50, 5:45. I was being generous there. Then again, got rain, got more storms, got me. As I went out, I was like, oh, I was going to do a first half of the Abbey and the dogs. And then I just ended up stopping it there because we got rain and thunderstorms. And then I finished out kind of like a double, 6.38. So nothing too big. And then I was trying to just keep the mileage a little bit lower again because I knew I had this workout coming up. And my Achilles was really starting to feel good now. But I was like, I woke up with this like stomach ache today. So like I had this like stomach issue and I didn't sleep very well the night before. Like I was like intermittent, like I would get 2 hours here, 2 hours there kind of deal. It was pretty rough last night. So didn't have a great time with all that. I almost thought about even not doing the workout, but I ended up just pushing through anyways. So I have a lot about that, me talking about that with the GoPro, so I'm not going to go over it too much. Let me just show you what the Strava looks like really quick, and we'll probably dive right into the rest of this GoPro. So yeah, 320, 115, 322, 115, 323, 116, 309, 110, 311. Oh wait, sorry. I mean, I didn't even tell you all right. 112, 310, 107, so 67. So I was doing basically 400s and 1Ks. So it'd be 1K and then be 115 walk, and then the 1K was about a 508 pace. And then 115 walk, 400 at about 70s per 400. So that's like 440 pace or something like that. And then 115 walk, and I did that 6 times. This is warm up and cool down all included all in one. As you can see, my title, same thing. All right, so I'm at Foxton, which is the flattest road I can find up here around in like the Conifer area. I did a run that's actually probably gonna be in this video because I failed to upload that video. But I did that run here last time, and it was just like an easy run, like a little bit longer. Today I've actually got a workout, so I'm gonna get started on that. Yeah, we're gonna see how it goes. I'm trying some new shoes and all this other stuff. I'll go over that more in the run. Okay, so the workout for today is 6 by 1K, 75-minute walk, then a 400. And these are gonna be like definitely faster than marathon. So like, I think my 1Ks are like 5:10-ish pace. I think it's supposed to hit 3:10, so 5:08 or something. And then my 400's at 70s. So yeah, I mean, hopefully I can get the whole thing. That's the goal. And then switching up the shoes, using the what's called the Levitate, which is a really old shoe. I don't think they make it anymore, but it's firmer underneath the foot. And my Achilles, I think, really hates unstable foam, which is pretty much every shoe now. So yeah, this week's been going good. We're hopefully looking at about 60 miles this week, and actually 3 workouts, kind of workouts. Thursday was a more progression style, like 12 miles. So getting up there. Okay, I'm not gonna bring the GoPro. This is really annoying to carry with me for a workout. So I'll kind of just update when I'm done. I'll probably just do an out and back, then my cool down out and back again. So that's why I'll just do all the updates and stuff. The updates feel pretty good so far, so I think I'm gonna go with those. Hopefully they work out. I'm taking off this Shorzy. It's gonna be hot, humid because of the rain last night, and by river, and very hot right now. Even though I think it's only like 70 something because it's in the mountains, but still, humidity is definitely added. Now it's brutal.
So it's definitely uphill on the way out. So, with maybe a headwind. So I set like a pace range with a 10-second difference per mile. So on the way out, I was on the back end of that, even slower sometimes. And this is my coach giving me my paces for Denver level. This is probably 7,000 something, not 5,000, 5280, right, from Denver. So he's giving me paces for that. I'm probably 2,000 feet above that. So not bad. I mean, I'm still trying to hit the paces that he's giving me. I'm like out of shape. I was that rough night of sleep. So not too bad. On the way back, I was basically hitting pace like exactly for Denver's level, but I was going downhill. So, this is me. I'm on a bad day. I'm not too disappointed. Also, I'm pretty out of shape. So, just trying to get back into it. It's not easy. I hate this part where you're like just really out of shape and you have to just like push through for like a good cycle. So like 3 weeks to get back in shape, but I'll get there. All right, finish up this cool down. My arms are getting tired. All right, we've out of breath after the cool down. That was a good one. Got my recovery drink mix here. Yeah, forgot what I was gonna say. I was gonna say something to the camera. I'm just too tired. Achilles didn't feel too bad yet. Well, I'll be able to tell you more in like a day or two. It affected it. Total mileage this week's pretty good. I mean, average was pretty good in that whole run. I'm at 59 miles this week. Didn't quite make 60, but I'm not going to get in my head about adding that extra mile on my cooldown. This is stupid stuff to do. Is to get that much into it. I'm pretty close to 60. I was like, if I get over 55, I'm good this week. So, over 55, feeling pretty good about this week. Yeah, the more I look at the workout, the more I'm actually like, yeah, it wasn't too bad. Like uneven footing, middle of the day, my poor sleep and my stomach hurting and everything, and me being out of shape, not too bad. So, not too disappointed with it. Next week probably try to hit about the same mileage, hit some hard workouts. Probably bike halfway through the week just to get one day off of running. And yeah, that's what I got so far. I'm gonna try to find some different shoes because these firmer ones feel way better on the feet.
And I actually, so with this, oh, I'm not even showing up. So with this, I was actually in the Levitate. So again, kind of circling back to the beginning of this video where I'm like, so if you don't, okay, let me explain the Levitate. I don't even know if it's a shoe anymore out there. Like, I'll pull it up real quick. Brooks. But it's basically a shoe that uses a denser foam, and it's a little bit more of like kind of like a Brooks more minimalist shoe. And it has I think it's polyurethane blend with the foam. With polyurethane, it's very like reboundy, but also dense. So it's like a foam that's not overly soft, so your foot moves around, but it's also really heavy. So they actually ended up blending it in with like standard EVA foam, which is like your standard shoe foam. So you have, I mean, it looks like they still make this. And they have a GTS version. That's interesting. I might have to look into this shoe. Because this one I had great luck with because it was very responsive, reactive, and I feel like my Achilles actually has felt the best it has felt after a run. Yeah, I did a really hard workout today, so pretty stoked. Oh, you guys can't even see it. Here, this is what it looks like. You used to have like this silver bottom for the earlier models. This looks like they're on sale right now, so maybe if you guys are having Achilles problems, maybe check them out. I'm not gonna say they're gonna work for everybody, but they I really enjoyed them. I think that the Levitate is a great shoe so far from my experience. I don't know about the 6. I think I have like the 3 or something. Just I had it laying around. I was like, all right, man, I'm gonna pop it on and just ran it, and it was like my Achilles and we'll see how it feels in 1 to 2 days. So my next update. But I was like, okay, this could be a start. Like if I just wear the shoe for workouts, I think I can make it through and have this thing start to really recover. So like my Achilles has, and I've been loading it, right? I've started adding weight to my loads just today. So we're going to see how all this kind of pans out in my Achilles. Hopefully it can get better and I can continue to train on it, because I mean New York is coming up November 3rd, I believe, and it is August 11th. So I feel like I can't really stop if I want to break 220, because that is a big lofty goal. My PR is 218.59. So yeah, I'm going to continue to push, but also keep an eye on the Achilles. If I have to skip a workout here and there, I will, just to make sure I stay healthy and stuff like that. If I have to bike more, I have to the bike more. So we're going to try to push some mileage up too a little bit. I probably won't get too crazy. Probably won't get over 100. Next week, we'll see what I end up at. Maybe like 65. I'll go by 5s now. So just be really careful with it and just gradually increasing the load with the Achilles to really make sure that I'm not going to be overdoing it. So that was a long video. Thanks for tuning in. These aren't going to be this long normally, where I'm going to try to go over things a lot quick. I mean, it's only been 1 week, so I'm going to go over it a lot quicker. I'll try to at least do one GoPro day, so where I bring the GoPro with me and I just film a little bit. Maybe I'll have some people who actually film me. I just don't have anybody who can actually film me with like cameras like this and stuff like that. So, and obviously it's very hard to film yourself when you're running, and I'm very focused on when I'm running, getting the job done. So, because it's not going to be an easy goal. So, but yeah, thanks for tuning in. If you guys want to follow along with the journey, I'm going to create a playlist. Just subscribe to, and you can follow along with that playlist. But yeah, I want to do some like videos of my workouts. I just got to figure out ways I can do that, because I'm not really doing them around tracks. So I'll figure that out. I'll let you guys know. And we'll get those videos out. Maybe it's just GoPro videos, That's maybe the best I can do right now. So cool. Thanks for tuning in, guys. And I think that's it. These are going to change as I go. I've got a couple months to figure them out. So I'll probably do this for all my majors. And I'm going to stop talking now. All right. Thanks for tuning in, guys. Bye.